Hey guys, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2009 comedy Confessions of a Shopaholic, starring Isla Fisher, Hugh Dancy, and Kristen Ritter. So, again, going into me talking about movies that I can watch nonstop, never get bored of. This movie took me by surprise that it's one of my favorite films because it was just supposed to be. It's a fluff movie. You know, it wasn't a blockbuster. It's not an indie film. It's fluff. 2009. Whew. That is 9 years ago. That was a different life. That was a different me. Different time. I was hanging out with this girl, a different life, and she wanted to go see Confessions of a Shopaholic, and me being all manly was like, why? But then you go see it, right? Different life. So we go see it, and it's an hour and 40-minute comedy, hour and 44-minute comedy, and I was blown away by how amazing, by how fantastic this film was. Beautiful. It's mesmerizing. It was smart. It was funny. It was sarcastic. It was witty. It was poetic. It was on point. I can't say poignant. That just doesn't make sense right here, but it was just so great. And I saw it twice in the theaters, actually. I saw it 2 times. Once with that girl and then once, I think, by myself. Because I tend to do that a lot, see films by myself. So if you haven't seen the movie, I will put a trailer down below from 9 years ago. If I can find it. I don't know where you can watch it because I'm pretty sure it's not on Netflix or Hulu or maybe Amazon Movies. Maybe you can rent it from YouTube or something. Or I don't know. I don't know. The movie is about Isla Fisher's character being a shopaholic. So she spends, $300 on a green scarf, or $190 on a green scarf, whatever it was. So the premise is that she gets the scarf to go to the interview for this magazine that she's dying to go to, but in order to get to the fashion magazine, for Alette magazine, she has to start at money management, or whatever the hell it's called, Hugh Dancy's division of this corporation of magazines. So she wears the green scarf, but then she loses the green scarf, and then Hugh finds out that, she lied to get money to buy the green scarf from him. This is kind of the beginning of the film, where she's trying to buy all the hot dogs from this vendor to get cash from him, to do cash back. So if she gave him a $100 check, he would give her, money back, kind of a thing. She's literally writing a check on the streets of Manhattan. This is a very old movie, because who writes a check anymore? So Hugh winds up giving her $20 for, the scarf that she needs, because it's a desperately important scarf, as Hugh's character says. And she's like, "Are you sure? You just spent $20-something on a hot dog." And Hugh says, "You want your scarf? I want my hot dog. Cost and worth are very different things." And he does this thing with his mouth, things. And it's awesome. And I've used that line so many times, weighing pros and cons in certain situations, primarily one job versus another job, right? Cost and worth, very different things. And I've said that to people. I was like, "You want your scarf? I want my hot dog. Cost and worth are very different things." Whoever wrote this film is a genius. I don't know who. And the director's awesome too. Amazing. The movie goes on, they go to these different trips and adventures, and Kristen Ritter is the roommate / best friend of Isla Fisher's character, and the drama that they go through. But it's just it's funny, and there's a turning point, and it gets emotional, gets dramatic, and you're rooting for Isla's happiness, and then Hugh Dancy's character Luke does one thing, and then Kristen Ritter's all "Oh, so how's Luke?" Or Fluke, as they call him, to Isla Fisher's character, and it's, should hit the fan at certain points, but it's a great feel-good movie about yourself. And Isla Fisher's character goes to these support groups for shopaholics, and these people are talking about, I spent this much on this, and I can't help myself, and there's that feeling you get, and it's just the joy that you get walking into the store and smelling the new leather, and it's so funny to see from 9 years ago how important this film is still to this day, and that the more I watch it, I just can never get sick of it because it's a good quote movie too. And like I said, I will just continuously use that quote. You want your scarf, I want my hot dog. Cost and worth are very different things. And it's great. And I love it. And I don't know how much more to praise it because I can't find anything wrong with this film. The soundtrack is great too. It's fun music. There's this whole subplot about her lying about her being Finnish, and she meets these Finnish guys and they start trying to talk to her in Finnish, and she winds up smacking them across the face. And they're talking to Hugh Dancy's character, and he's like, so sorry, and those Finnish guys are like, we're Scandinavian and we like her. It was so funny. It's such a great movie. It's one of those movies that I will never get sick of watching. For those of you who have actually seen it and you think it's complete and utter garbage and you're like, what the hell is wrong with this kid because that movie was the worst thing in the world, you're wrong, because it's awesome and it deserves all the bolts. And that's why I am giving Confessions of a Shopaholic, 2009's Confessions of a Shopaholic, an hour and 44-minute comedy, a solid 10 out of 10 bolts. Go watch it. Mucho mahalo.